have me a cigarette while we drive in.
So let me get to the real. I think I'm the dumbest person in the world.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
All right, back to Ripple Watch. It's been a while, folks.
Get ready for Kino. Get ready.
Yes, but no casino, because there's no betting here.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. You got a bell? You got like a cowbell? You got like a cowbell, Kyle.
No,
you need
sorry.
props, Kyle.
I don't live in a farm.
Kyle, where's all your props? You don't have any props. Your lack of
Where are
props.
all
is
your
just-
props?
Yeah, and here's a table of props.
Where
I know he has a table
indeed?
of props, but he doesn't. There he is.
Where
They're all
indeed
gay.
on the John? Where indeed?
They're all gay props.
Kyle's just jealous of my fancy pipe. Anyways, on with the show.
I am not the only one drawn to this place.
And this is the trailer for
Yes.
Saints and Sinners,
Yes, this is the
the
trailer
big project.
for the big anthology.
With each passing day, more converge upon Earth. Pilgrims of fate. Some already arrived. Others still walking paths they do not yet understand. This gathering intrigues me. They exist in the space between heaven and hell. Their choices now will carve the shape of their eternity. But do they truly know what they are? What forces stir beneath their feet while they play their part on the board?
Big tuna.
Dude, this is I do not give a fuck. Okay, so this is from the Sasuke story. It's a wrestling story. They're finally doing something with Suge Knight.
Larry Shungite.
Larry
Yes.
Shungite. That's
The most confusing part of ISOM 2. ISOM goes to hell to rescue his friend, and we cut to a wrestler that looks like Stone Cold Steve Austin going, people don't want to say this, but I've been carrying this company. And then we never see him again.
Dude, they do that so many times. Like in the first one, they just cut to like the band. What is the band called?
Norfolk.
Oh,
Norfolk.
yeah, Norfolka.
They just go to the band, and then like you're just in the middle of their story, which nothing's happening. They're just like at a show, and they go to their van. That's the whole. And then never see them again. We haven't. That was 3 years ago, I think. We haven't seen
Yeah,
them
that's 3
since.
years ago. That was like 20 comics ago.
They're magic, though, too. They're like aliens or something.
Swamper, this guy thought that Marvel and DC was so shit that he's like, I'm gonna make my own comics, and proceeded to make something 100 times worse than both Marvel and DC combined.
Not surprising.
And yeah, talk about rabbit holes too. There's
Okay, just something I heard. Like, Isom went to hell. Is he also Spawn?
No, it wasn't technically
It's
to hell.
not
He went to
technically
a
hell.
cave in Texas where hell monkeys were keeping his
yeah.
warehouse
Eric
manager.
Eric spent, I think, a whole page explaining how it's not hell. It's not actually hell, but it's another dimension. But it's not hell.
It's another dimension that's full of fire and demons.
Because he's very autistic with his
But there is a cave.
no alternate dimensions.
But there
promise.
is a cave in Texas that leads to hell, and it's filled with hell monkeys.
Yes.
And I saw him rode a
warehouse
dragon to
managers.
get there.
Yeah.
A dragon.
This is like
So
a
he's
modern
also-
day.
He's also the Dragonborn.
You know what up, Lucas? Lucas just popped in and say, fucking nerds.
Yo, is it just a modern day Quickville?
Dude,
Yes,
maybe.
yeah.
While they play their part on the board.
Big tuna.
Pawns, perhaps.
That looks like if a wrestler was
Oh.
wearing Nightwing's costume.
A little bit.
You know what Marvel and DC never did? You know what they never did?
What?
Draw the writers draw themselves into
No, they
characters.
never did that.
Yeah, at least not this much. I've seen these women's animated, like drawn photos more than once.
Mm-hmm.
And they do
See
not
Eric's
look this
every
good.
time he does a video. It's always the one that's like,
Oh yeah, that one imposing drawing of him
Yeah.
looks nothing like real life.
Or something far more significant. Death lingers near. Yet the dead do.
this is from Maulers. Let me guess. Run-of-the-mill adventure. So it's gonna be like Indiana Jones, The Mummy. They're in a temple. They're gonna stumble upon an eldritch god, and he's gonna kill them all.
Yeah.
Yes, and that god will be the Rippaverse's Thanos.
Oh yeah, and it's the title is Bone God.
Oh, hey baby, guess what I am?
Oh.
A bone god.
You know, they call me
You
in
wanna
Japan,
worship?
baby. They call me the Bone God.
Get on your
Why
knees and
does he
pray.
have a? Why does he have a keyhole on his nose?
I
Is
don't
that
know.
like
It's
some
just
sort
his
of
character.
like?
That's his avatar.
That looks like a cock and ball torturing device that they use, like that has a
It's
key
a-
and,
Yeah.
It's
like, the
essentially
dominatrix
Slenderman with
has
a
the key.
gas mask.
I bet you.
I think you don't know what I'm talking about, which is good for you. But there's such a thing that looks just like that dominatrix and gay people put on their cock and balls, and it's like a cage that doesn't let you get hard,
I
and
have
it
no
has
idea
a
what you're talking
keyhole.
Oh, cock cage.
Oh,
Of course,
see,
of course, on the
John's
John
the
would
expert.
know. The Canadian
On
would
the John
know.
knows what I'm talking about.
Oh god, is that
know,
fucking
I've
Mauler?
He's
Don't-
wearing one right now. On the John is wearing one.
No,
right now.
no. I kicked
Bill
that
has
shit.
the keys.
I kicked that shit. I delved too deep
kicked it?
into the mines,
Oh, did you find
and
the
I'm on the
keys
up.
for the cock and balls?
I did.
Free? That's
I
the
did.
main quest.
God.
You have to go deeper. You got to get through it, and then you find the key.
How
God,
many
you know-
hell monkeys did you fight to get your cock and balls free?
I had to fight at least 20 of them.
Kyle,
Were they-
that's
were
not even
they-
the worst part
Hold
of
on,
that scene.
John. Were they from Super Monkey Ball? You know, from the artwork.
That's the hell monkey. They were just fucking in the cave.
You know, they did seem a little like the monkey from Monkey Ball.
That's not even the worst part, though, guys. The witch he went with, Bloodruth, to the Hell Monkey Cave, used her period blood to create platforms to go save the warehouse manager, because that's what the.
Oh, but the Soska sisters are not Satanists anymore. They're Christian now, guys. You
Yeah.
know how Christian use period blood for things and
Yeah.
stuff?
I mean,
you know?
I assume it's period
the
blood. They
Bible.
never tell you where the blood comes from. It just kind of appears.
And her name is Bloodruth.
Mm-hmm.
So people were just joking.
And
We're just
she's a
joking.
real bitch, so I'm assuming she's just always on her period. And that's how she has to match it.
Self-insert. It's just it's just both sisters condensed into one character.
It's a black woman too who dresses in leather, sexy cowgirl shit, like with like a duster, and like she doesn't wear a shirt. She wears a leather vest, and then has like a leather cowboy hat.
I mean, that's kind of cool.
It's kind of lame.
Her full name is Blood Root
Yeah,
Ginsburg.
Blood
or
Ruth
whatever.
Jenkins.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Hey, I think I'm gonna head out first tonight. I gotta go do some shit.
All right, take care.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
Thanks
for-
thanks for
Alright.
stopping in,
Yeah,
Swampert.
Me on the show.
Bye.
It was nice meeting you, buddy. Give it up
I'll
for
keep you
Swampert.
updated. I'll keep you updated too.
All right, sounds good, buddy.
Stop
Thanks.
watching degenerate people. Just find better.
Kyle, it's all
that
that's out
ship
there.
sailed years ago.
Kyle,
And
we're the
this
only
will be his
wholesome show
last
on the internet.
appearance.
We're the
Alright,
only
have a good
wholesome
one,
show on
guys.
the whole internet, Kyle.
Yes.
Dude, so this guy's name, like, everybody was like losing their shit because Mauler's name is in this. His name's Callum Edmonds.
So it's literally
I
a
mean-
self-insert.
Yeah.
Well, no,
you know-
no. This is where they give the author and the artist credits.
Oh, okay.
But
So-
people were like, "Oh my god, they doxed Mauler."
They
His,
raped
Oh,
Mauler.
his
No.
name's. I've
Who
seen
will
his
stop
fucking
Star
face
Wars
before.
now?
He's had his face on last season forward, and he looks like a fucking total degen, you know?
Yeah. But this is his first ever story. So I'm like, Mauler talks a big
He
fucking
talks-
game,
Yeah.
So I
But he
can't
can't take
wait.
the shit that he dishes out.
Well,
That's the thing.
we're gonna have to find out. So far, he keeps himself very distanced from everybody's drama. Like, if people come into his chat and try to, get him involved with the Rippaverse drama, he just does that.
Yeah.
Which
Which
to
is
some
smart.
yeah, it's
It's
smart.
smart.
But still, it's like your boy's making dog shit. You can't even like.
I think he started playing
Boy.
it smart after the whole Synthetic Man drama because he was rightfully because Synthetic Man was in the right about the whole shit. As spurgy as that dude is, he was right about the whole DEI shit in God of War Ragnarok. But fucking Mahler and the EFAP crew just went on a whole tirade about that, and they got proven wrong. So I think that had an impact with him, learning to keep his mouth shut over dumb shit.
Yeah,
God,
Synthetic
you
Man is kind of a
cannot
fad.
But you cannot trust the fandom menace. Critical Drinker, half of these fucks, you can't trust them. You really can't.
Well, Critical Drinker also has a story in this, and it's
Oh,
gonna be
boy.
real shit.
The whispers grow louder. Their stories claw to the surface. Deeds
Rape.
once buried in shadow, now strayed for the light. These saints, these sinners, they are unlike any.
There he is.
It's so
There
fucking
he is.
funny to see Larry Shungite with his arms above his head in the back.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Dude, hold on, I gotta go back. I gotta go to the assassin. That's Critical Drinker's story. Dude, doesn't that look like a male
Ew.
Trinity from the Matrix? Slick.
It looks like he's about to shoot a
greasy hair.
fucking Columbine, dude.
Wait.
Oh my God.
Larry Shungite stops the school shooting.
Oh, that would be
a
hilarious.
Well,
Yes.
he clotheslines one of the shooters. School's out, punk.
Complex, flawed, powerful. Some barely cling to their soul.
Oh.
Dude with a hat.
What? What?
Yo, that time,
Real
man.
compelling.
Is this a character from Grand Theft Auto?
No,
The
that's Drunk 3PO, Jay.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
So his character's name is Cameron Cross, right? And the first story about Cameron Cross is called
Across to bear.
Across to Bear.
Where did they come up with this stuff?
It's a little.
Hey.
These guys
so basically, this is a
fucking
comic about.
hacks.
So basically, this is a comic book about self inserts.
Yes, that's what all. That's
Yeah.
what
Fucking
Rippaverse is
Christ.
called.
Yeah.
Self-insert verse.
It's a big old YouTuber jerk off.
It really is. But this is a Hail Mary to reinvigorate their sales base. They're hoping this is going to recharge their sales because their sales have been steadily going down ever since the first book. And they literally are pulling, was it 6 YouTubers to try and tap all 6 audiences because he wants another $1 million campaign. I don't know if it's gonna hit $1 million.
I don't know either. Maybe Mahler, Critical Drinker, I think still has some clout with some people.
I don't know.
Like,
After
you know,
Rogue Elements,
too-
I know if I was a Critical Drinker fan and I saw Rogue Elements, even if I was still pretty, relaxed on
Like
my.
you-
If I was
you
it
really
was,
wanted to like it.
it was okay,
It was okay.
I don't know if I would give them money for a fucking comic book.
Too.
Also for the
You know why-
price.
You know why all the stories suck? If I had to guess what I'm gonna say, you know
What?
why they all suck?
Why?
Why? Guess. Why they all suck?
Because they're dumb.
Because they never read the classics.
Oh my god.
True.
It's
True.
Boo! Boo this man!
Yeah, too. Yeah. Write your own story. Let's see how good that shit is. If you never
my
read the
shit-
classics.
My shit's great.
You know who read the
Others shine
classics?
so brightly.
Stan Lee.
Stan
Did
Lee
not.
read the
He never read
classics.
fucking classic in his life.
He's old as fuck. He probably,
Oh yeah. Everything he read's probably classic now, anyways.
yeah.
I dare not look away. They have been chosen for what lies ahead,
Lesbians.
and nothing in this world or the next.
That's Doom Guy's helmet.
Guy?
They gave
Doom Women?
they gave Ingrid Doom Guy's helmet.
Yeah.
will
It's Doom
ever
Women?
be the
They didn't put his
Oh, that's
Oh
Hill.
god, heels versus babyface is getting involved in this too. Fucking
yeah, he's
Yeah.
in this.
Wait.
I
Why
think
his
someone-
name is
I don't know if this is a
spelled-
joke.
wait. Why is it spelled
Helos?
Hilos?
It's a V. It's the like the gothic lettering.
Oh, it's Hills.
Yeah. Heel
Oh,
versus.
dude.
yeah.
Can you
it's-
have an online brand that's not like your Xbox lobby fucking name? That's the
Yeah.
dumbest shit.
Yeah.
His name? This is what I understand. This is what he said it was. Now, take it as a joke. Take it. He said his name was Terrence Higginbotham. Which I mean, that sounds like a normal name, but sounds like a British name. I don't know if that's real or
Yeah.
not.
It sounds like a pen name.
Maybe.
same.
Hand up his ass.
He doesn't want people to know his
I
actual name.
must-
Why are you scared, Terrence?
What? An Xbox? Are they fighting the original Xbox, the OG?
Yeah, they're fighting the OG Xbox.
Watch them.
Damn you, Bill Gates.
For within this fractured group lies the thread to a mystery.
Oh my god. Oh my god. They have him
Oh.
hold the bottle. They have him
Critical
hold the
thinker.
bottle in this.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
Far greater than they can fathom. And soon, it will unravel.
Can you guess which character that is?
That
You
was
get-
Cross.
fuck no.
Crisscross.
Cameron Cross. Dude, if his superhero name was
Cameron Cross.
It should
Fuck
be Chris
you.
Cross.
Wait. So this guy is just the Christian Punisher?
I guess.
that suit kind of looks like the OG Nick Fury, like the blue with the white.
Mm.
This
The
is
white Nick Fury.
exactly what the woke do. Nobody asked for a overtly, obviously paper thin Christian character. It's exactly what they do. They insert ideology, yada yada. Wasn't that all the complaining?
Mm.
You notice how like anytime there's a good story with like a preacher or something like that, they're always having a crisis of faith.
Exactly.
You know-
Wow, too. Thank you.
It's because
That's kind
it's
of a
only
classic move.
interesting when the person's having problems. Like just
Yes, dude.
a Christian man, that's boring because that's the same shit the Christians do.
Yeah, exactly.
So boring. Like,
Even the preacher, like, because the title was so obvious, like the preacher, it had to be like really fucked up and conflicted, and his whole character was fucked up.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To compensate for the it was just like the preacher, and it's just a preacher who has preacher powers and fights evil. That would
Yeah.
be fucking retarded.
Yeah.
I kind
He's
of
gotta
can't wait.
be the guy from the guy from Preacher.
I
the
kind
preacher
of
from
can't
Preacher.
wait until this comes out. I'm gonna torrent it so hard because I honestly want to see what Mahler can do because I think they have 15 pages apiece.
But Mahler got 16.
Oh really?
Oh, Mahler got
Oh.
16. He got one more than everybody else.
I'm not hyped to see anything Mueller
Ooh.
does. That dude's a
I-
fucking clown.
No, I'm just ready to make fun of him because of all
Yeah.
the mad shit he's been talking for years. And this is literally the first thing he's ever written. Not
Like-
the first
Oh,
comic book
what?
he's ever written, not the first time he's ever published anything, not the first time he's ever done something like this. This is the first story
Okay.
he has ever
It's gonna suck,
written.
dude. There's no doubt about it.
I know,
it-
and
you
I'm
can-
excited.
I'm definitely
Marvel and
excited for that
DC,
too,
at
yeah.
its peak, they before all the woke stuff, yada yada yada. At its peak, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, they pulled from the whole pool of talent in the world or in the country,
Yep.
at least for like the best writers by profession.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Frank
Because
Miller.
it's not just being a fan. And this thing is a bunch of fans who think they can do it just because they nerded out over this shit for a long time. They don't understand it's a profession.
Oh my
and
God.
it takes a long time to develop. And I
Kyle.
joke about this. Have they read the classics things? Because first of all, it's not that much of a joke. If you really are well read in like really good, timeless classic books, you have the foundation to at least have
Miles,
a good reference point in your where to pull great threads and stories. But that's just part of it. You gotta be well traveled,
You gotta
read.
watch
gotta
the
read a lot.
classics, Kyle. Kyle, you gotta watch the classics like this.
Miles
Fucking
Peterson,
Bible
a
man.
man who had it all. Wealth, status, success. Still, something was lacking.
Watches.
Miserable, alone, his spirit beaten, Miles Peterson gave up.
Why did he fall down?
Then in
Even the best fall down sometimes.
his darkest hour, the words of a single book
He found a Bible buried in a field.
Well, hey,
It's a
man.
miracle.
If it's good enough for the Mormons,
It's good enough for me.
I watched this as a kid. I've completely forgotten about all this.
Man,
began to change his
Dude,
life.
I
And
was
at
so lucky. My parents did not introduce me to Bible Man, and they introduced me to VeggieTales. I'm so
Oh, dude,
happy.
I watched
yeah.
VeggieTales, 3-2-1
Yeah.
Penguins.
so good.
Yes,
There was like
Penguins.
this. There was I don't know what the name of the series was, but there was a series. It was like, like a group of teenage kids that it was almost like military, and there was like an evil guy that was trying to kill them because they were like Christian soldiers or something. I just remember like they're going into like a big room and there's like these machines that are shooting off fire, and they just had the same sound effect on repeat. It was just going shwoofed, shwoofed,
That's literally it.
shwoofed. That's the only thing I remember about the whole fight. And then I remember like the second one, they were in snow, but because it was such shit quality, the VHS was literally too bright to see anything.
Oh God, I remember some stuff coming out like that.
Like, who did this? Who made this? We're terrible.
But yeah, Kyle,
Miles
you know
Pe-
how you were saying how like the Mahler and fucking Rippaverse and all these other people, right? How they're just fans,
Yeah.
right? That think they know how to create shit, right? Dude, that's exactly what happened with Doug Walker, with the whole that guy with
the
the glasses.
nostalgia critics.
Yeah. With the whole fucking that guy with the glasses anniversary movies. That's the same fucking thing that happened. They were a bunch of internet critics that liked movies. They all thought they knew better.
Whoa.
And then they tried it.
No,
And then they failed.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah, that happened. There was that in games.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say they failed.
No, Doug Walker's still pretty successful. It's just that he failed to bring himself into that Hollywood sphere. Which
Yeah.
Well, he
wanted
kind
to
of
do.
That's the
he kind
mistake.
of destroyed it all when he did the wall, the
did.
nostalgia critic,
Yeah.
the wall.
He had the
Holy
wall
fuck.
review.
Holy shit!
He did destroy it all, but then somehow, in miraculous Doug fashion, he somehow manages to bring it back in. Doug is an anomaly. I'm
Well,
starting to wonder.
he self-corrects.
Yeah,
Not a lot of people do that.
that's true. Yeah.
All right, let's keep going here.
Who made this logo? It looks like a barn.
This looks like a has-been hotel porno.
It does.
This is not the
Saints
most
and Jesus?
generic fucking title ever.
It almost says Saints and Jesus. If you
I know.
And
flip
Jesus.
the ends.
I know what we'll do, guys. We'll put a halo as the dot in the eye. That would be so cool.
Done before.
I've never seen it done before.
God. Oh, it's so terrible. It's so terrible. Okay, so let's get to the actual stream here. They did an hour-long stream.
What's up, everybody?
Jeez.
We are live over here on the Rippaverse YouTube channel.
Yeah, we know. That's where we're at.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Do you have
suffer through.
timestamps on this one?
I've been talking
General timestamps.
All right.
about it, I think, pretty much everywhere. We're gonna have some fun today. Let's just say that. I'm really, really excited.
Are we really, Eric?
Are you having fun yet? Hit that like button, you motherfuckers!
And what
Also,
is that?
streamlabs.com/ministry, dude.
Yes, Kyle. His Yaira hat is like a weird reptile design that's blue. Because that
And the
makes you think
design
of
is
something.
stolen.
That is something that in 5 years you're gonna see a documentary in India, and there was gonna be a kid in a slum wearing the hat with like a fucking.
Oh no, you're gonna see Slash
Definitely.
wearing it next, Kyle. And you heard about that?
Yeah.
Slash got photographed wearing a Rippaverse hat because the Saska sisters gave it to him.
What, Slash from Guns N' Roses?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, they also gave him a double
You-
blowjob.
You all
so
know
can't blame him.
Virgie's opinion of Slash.
Overrated.
Does not like him. Not a fan, is what he says.
I'm not a like. I'm not a fan of Guns N' Roses, but they did the thing, and like the best songs are good. And Slash was
I don't know where we're going on.
he wasn't fast. He wasn't. Sorry.
I'm sorry, I don't know where we're going on
Anyway,
this.
it's just
Who
like
cares about Guns N' Roses, Kyle? We're watching Rippaverse.
you brought it up.
I probably wore a Rippaverse hat.
But anyway, he knows how to do like memorable things, solos.
Like
Let's
wear a
just say
top
that.
hat
But
and have black
he's
curly
no,
hair.
he's no Buckethead. Am I right?
Yeah,
Chicken- chicken head.
but which Buckethead solo has people having grain in their fucking mind for decades? None.
I couldn't tell you
Yeah.
a single
Slash
solo
over
Slash
Buckethead.
did
I don't
either.
care how fast Buckethead can play. He ain't no fucking creator of hits.
Really excited. I think you guys are going to be very, very stoked on some stuff that we are going to be, let's say, doing today. Okay.
What? What?
Hmm?
What the hell was even that? We got things we're
I
doing
didn't-
today,
I
and
missed
we're
it.
gonna be stoked
Yeah.
about the things that
I
we
missed
will,
it
let's
too.
say, are doing. What? You didn't say anything.
By the way, Chad, by the end of this, you will wish we were talking about Guns N' Roses the whole time, okay?
All right, I'm gonna skip way ahead because he doesn't
All right.
say anything of any note.
I just want you to talk about a little bit about your
Oh.
involvement, obviously, in this project and
The
Cameron
sisters.
Cross, how you kind of
Yep. The
conceptualize
Scissor Sisters.
this character before we get in and talk about everything else.
It was pretty
Oh,
amazing.
Jay 3. No one cares about what anything Jay has to say. No,
Let's skip him.
The critical
I'm not
stinker.
even. I'm not even joking. No one cares. Even his own friends joke about how no one cares about him.
When you leave, we
Wait,
will
who?
be talking about it a little more.
Drunk 3PO.
Yeah, the
Oh.
guy in the top right. Literally, no one gives a shit about him. Like
Yeah.
nobody.
That's kind of sad, but yeah.
I mean, not as sad as just him.
Well, they're not really friends,
Yeah.
so it don't feel so bad.
Story without all the zine stuff. And you helped come up with this general concept, and then we pitched it to some of the people that are in our circle.
So the Saska sisters are the ones who came up with the idea for this. And this wasn't even Eric's idea. And apparently, all this started a year ago.
Oh.
Which-
Right, of course it
what-
did.
John, help me. Maybe you and Johnny can help me remember what was going on in the Rippaverse about a year ago.
Year ago.
Was last year Yaira?
I think so, yeah.
The first Yaira trailer came out, but that might have been.
Could it have been when he was starting to lose people because he was getting constant fights and they were starting to lose customers? Yaira wasn't performing like they wanted it to.
That's true, but that's been going. Yes, that is a point where there's a significant dip.
My point is, John, all this came from a conversation about how can we get our audience, how can we get our readers regenerized, how we can get them
Yeah,
energized.
get them hyped up again.
How do we do that? Oh, I know. Let's get in every fucking grift tuber we could fucking find, fit them into a goddamn anthology, and sell it for $100.
No one's gonna fucking buy that, you know.
15 pages each.
Yeah.
And of course, it's a
how many
fucking
creators?
anthology. These motherfuckers. These
1,
motherfuckers out
2,
here.
3, 4, 5, 6. 6 total. Yeah.
Okay.
What made you guys kind of come up with this concept, and of course talk about the underdog, please?
Of course. Well, guys, buy ISOM 3 because there's a spoiler I can't actually tell you about in there, but it came from Eric because when he told us about the universe, he had a really interesting concept for it, and I thought, oh wow.
He had an interesting concept for the universe. It's literally like, you know how like when you're a kid, you're like, I want Batman toy, and your mom's like, I'm not paying $25 fucking dollars for a Batman toy. We're gonna go to Dollar General, and you're gonna get Nightman or whatever.
We have Stretch Man at home.
Yeah, like
Whatever that
it's
was
just like,
called.
the fuck is even this? None of this makes any sense. This is like
Yeah.
somebody was like, I don't know, take off the ears, take off the Nightman.
It's good enough.
Yeah, that's what his characters are.
Use your imagination, kid.
I've never seen powers done like that before. I think we could really build on that.
What powers? What
power?
Some doesn't have powers.
This shit is so fucking blurry to me. I can barely see.
Be fair, he's a time traveler. He can be 2 weeks ago. Now, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck are those ugly ass whores?
Those are the Soska sisters. Those are the Scissor sisters.
Oh yeah.
They're definitely hoes.
They're in charge
They just
of.
cast a spell on Till.
Yep, they're Satanists likely who are in
They
charge
used to
of
do amateur
war.
satanic blood incest.
Is that for real or is that a joke?
porn
It's not.
movies.
Okay.
It's not a joke. We watched it on the show. Like
It was one movie they did with this guy called. It's not Nick Valentine.
Lucifer Valentine.
Lucifer Valentine.
Lucifer Valentine.
Who I think is a confirmed.
Yeah, he's in prison right now
Chomo.
for child
Chomo.
molesting. Yeah.
Yeah, his sister killed himself.
And he
Herself.
made this really, really low budget,
disturbing.
disturbing horror, body horror, torture porn movie
Yeah.
with the Saskas,
Me Too has gotten
As the,
out of control.
main characters.
It's me too.
Kind of characters
Until
we'd
they
be
come
introducing
for you and molest your penis.
in the Rippaverse. We have a lot of meetups where we get to hang out with these wonderful gentlemen, and so many times people are like, "Oh, we'll sign
I'm
this,
sure they
sign
love
this,
it.
sign that," and I thought, man, wouldn't it be cool if we got all these guys together and we did an anthology and we got to get them to make their own original characters for the Rippaverse. People are always wanting to see what people have to create, and it was very interesting because everybody's at different skill levels, but I would say none of the stories feel that way. The stories were incredibly good. They felt like guys had been writing forever.
Oh yeah.
Dude, this is a bitch that fakes orgasm. In your
Okay, so
face. It's like, oh, honey, you have the biggest penis in the world. Yes.
what was it?
You're so good. Yeah.
See what they're. I'm trying to remember what they're. See No Evil 2. Okay.
Yeah, let's watch that. This is fucking annoying.
Now
I'm
I
just
want to show you the trailer. So this is the people who are evaluating. This is a movie. The people who are evaluating the quality of the stories going into the Rippaverse. This is what a movie they made.
Police are referring to as a series of brutal murders.
So the Saskas made this.
Well, there goes our
They're
client.
involved.
What are you doing? It's your birthday. Go out and celebrate.
No, I'm more of a cake and cadavers kind of gal.
Hey, this is the psycho that did it. Jacob Goodnight.
Hello?
Happy birthday.
They're having a surprise party in the morgue with bodies on tables behind them. That's not weird.
Very, very Soska of them.
Yeah, right?
The sex.
Take my hand. Don't let go. Jacob, good night. Guys, sweet dreams.
Jacob, good night. No, Jacob, good night is dead. Jacob, good night.
Hasta la vista, baby.
But this is the fucking dude. I'm already lost on this fucking movie.
It's really bad.
Don't worry.
I need to find the others.
This looks
Dubstep,
like fucking hot garbage.
fucking
Riff?
Remember when-
dubstep.
Yes.
Riff?
I was gonna say, remember when everything was dubstep?
10 years ago, that's when that movie came
Yeah,
out.
like that. Oh god.
Oh, that was around dubstep time. A little
Yeah.
afterwards.
10 years ago, I was only 15 then. Yeah, that trend was dying.
Yeah, it was on its way out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, there really was a Nightman? God damn it.
Women
Gotcha.
Army was a big Skrillex fan when he was young.
Oh, I fucking hate it.
Oh god,
I
don't
heard that, he
please
told
do
me.
not bring me back to my freshman year of high school. Please do not bring me back to that retarded phase. And then junior year, I fucking learned what heavy metal was, and I was like, oh, this is way better. Fuck dubstep.
Yeah. Dubstep was the conclusion of. Remember when old people. Remember that South Park episode where like the younger.
Where the guy got off topic
generation
of the
music
show and
sounds like
talked about
farts?
something that had nothing to do with anything we were recovering? Is it the same episode?
Wow,
where we're
Kelly,
talking-
you had to be an asshole
jokes
about it, man.
allowed. No jokes
This
allowed.
is no joke. This is a tangent, Kyle. You're talking about some other show.
I don't know, I
Kyle,
thought that
we
was
have
just a little
important
bit,
things
man.
to talk about, like comic books and people who
Oh
are
my
making
God.
comic books and the people who are going to be bad at making comic books. And
It's
also,
tangentially
piss
related,
porn.
like how they would say that the young stuff sounded, the youngings' music sounded like farts, just like comic books. Also, they all look like farts, you know? But they
You
really
re-
are farts.
really
No, the joke is
brought
that,
that together.
music really sounds like farts nowadays.
fucking ridiculous.
Go fuck yourself. Dumbass topic. Nobody fucking shit.
Kyle just hates this, and it makes it even better for me.
No, I'm doing it, but let me do a little joke in there.
I, for one, wanted to hear the parallel Kyle was drawing, the comparison.
That was gonna take 25 minutes.
No, it's not. It'll take about, like, like...
Have you heard Kyle?
All right,
Have you met Kyle?
we got it.
It'll take
shit,
10
my
minutes.
bad.
It'll
I'm
take
not
1 Man
talking
Army 20.
about- I'm not talking about theology and psychedelic drugs and religion. Anyway, let's go.
Kyle, I just want you to know, I love you, brother. don't ever change.
You fart face. You know, too. You're a good egg.
No, fuck you. I fucking hate your guts.
You're a good egg.
Fuck you
know?
too,
Good
John.
egg, too.
I hate your guts too, you motherfucker. All right, anyways, back to this.
Not gonna spoil it. Some people were really ballsy with their choices. I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe they're doing that. They're trying to, geez, Louise. And I was like, this is good. This is good. I had my hand on my heart for some of them, being like, oh my gosh.
She's talking about how Mahler's ending kills everybody, I bet.
Mahler, your spider sense should be going off.
You spoiled it.
Or
I was
about
gonna
how
say, I'm gonna
Mahler's
hold
ending
that
has, like,
thought
some
in my
sort of
mind.
satanic sex ritual or some bullshit.
Yeah, does one of the heroes ends a bunch of
I'm so
trans
excited.
people? Or do they fight Islam? But anyway,
Oh, that would be hilarious if there's like, and one
be
of them,
awesome.
Muhammad just shows up at the end. Ballsy.
Right?
Hell yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna
Rippaverse
yes,
is
I'm gonna hold that thought. They saying I want, and when we look at this, I want to see what's edgy. I guarantee there's not gonna be anything,
No, not
but I'm gonna remember that it's edgy, guys.
Hey, Hal.
It's gonna be about as edgy as fucking Modern Warfare, like the new Modern Warfare 2's campaign. Get the fuck out of here.
So this is a clip where they talk about WWE in their time there.
I'm so excited. It's no secret that Sylv and I are big wrestling fans. If you're finding out for the first time, we even directed 2 movies for WWE Studios before they ran it into the ground.
Rest in peace.
They
Oh yeah, they ran it.
into
Not-
the ground, huh?
Yeah,
You
the
were
movies
you had no
great.
part in that?
The movies were great. What they did was they pile drive the movies, a pile of DVDs and.
Dude, they literally are doing exactly what Critical Drinker did to his cast and crew. Except for they're just doing it to the studio. It was all the studio's fault. They just burned money and just wasted all their money on these awful movies. Ours was good though. Ours was great.
Is that about that movie we watched? That garbage.
Yeah, that was one of the
Thing?
WWE movies. Was See No Evil
No, no, no,
2.
no, no, no. The Critical Drinker. The
Yeah, where he
Spy thriller.
Yeah, where he threw his entire fucking cast and crew under the bus for it being fucking shitty. The sisters did the exact same thing. Oh, it was WWE Studios. They're the reason why it failed. Not our 2 movies that fucking did fuck all. And sucked ass.
Yeah, that Critical Drinker movie, like the execution wasn't the problem. It was the story that was dog shit.
Yeah.
Wait,
exactly.
Critical Drinker had a movie about himself?
No, he did that.
No, it's like
that Rogue
a
Elements
spy.
movie.
Oh.
Are we talking about the same thing?
Missy
That
Howell.
spy movie with like
Yeah,
they
Rogue
go
Elements.
to a place, shoot people. Rogue Element, yeah. Like the story was dog shit. You ain't
Yes.
no fucking.
You're not Martin Scorsese. You're not Quentin
Nah, fuck.
Tarantino. Get
What's
the fuck
that?
out.
The Rainbow Six guy, the old dude. You know
Tom Clancy. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not Tom
you know
Clancy,
Tom
dude.
Clancy, buddy. You probably didn't even read the classics.
He's probably never read Tom Clancy.
Tom Classics.
Tom Classics.
Classics.
He's never read Tom Classics.
Man, I really do.
Stirring
Rest in
what?
peace. Rest.
Start reading the Tom Clancy books. I got to read those.
Tom Classics, yeah.
Yeah, the Tom
Cold
Classics.
War
love
The
propaganda.
Tom
Not
Classics.
that
That's the
good.
official name.
Yeah, it's probably a lot of LARPy stuff in it.
More than
It's
likely.
Cold War propaganda, but
The weird part is when you get to
at
the
least
point
he knew how
in
to do it good.
Kyle, the weird part is when you get to the part in Tom Clancy's books where you go to Mark Twain because you got to read Tom Sawyer too, because it's part of the Tom Classics.
Tom Classics. That's it.
Tom Classics.
Gotta
Tom
read.
Classics. Yep.
Love Larry Shungite. He reminds me so much of like
Shungite?
CM
What the fuck
Punk
does
and
he have to
Stone
do with
Cold.
any
Shungite. It's a type
Oh.
of stone, the kind that
And
you
a
would
wrestler.
beat your own fucking skull in when reading these fucking comic books.
I was gonna say, like, is it a stone that these women shove up their pussies or some shit like Gwyneth Paltrow and the Jade Egg?
Knowing them properly.
No.
Cold and Bret Hart, that kind of F you, I'm going to do it my own way kind of attitude. And it's kind of like he's the champion chosen by the people, not necessarily the Vince McMahons of it all. And I love that about him.
I'm just looking at Eric July's face.
Man, Vince
Can you
McMahon
zoom
is
on
a
his
hero.
face while
Fuck
they
you,
talk? He's
bitch.
such a simp. Yeah.
That's the face I have when like Hal's changing after a shower. I'm just like, you know, that's the face you give someone you've been inside of. That's my point.
Gotcha.
No, he
I'm
did.
trying to make the face. I don't know if it's
I
working.
know that.
Or alternate theory, he just had some chocolate pudding.
Hmm. That could definitely be equally plausible.
It's
Yeah.
stuck on the roof of his mouth.
He's doing the Bill. It's kind of like the Bill Cosby
Man, young
face he
Ripper
would do
here,
for
man. I'm
the
just enjoying
pudding
my
pop
chocolate-
commercials. Like,
I'm just enjoying my chocolate pudding like any real
you know,
gangster
get it.
would.
Just go back. This is what 10 seconds, and then zoom on his face while they're like saying this shit. Yeah,
Okay.
and then zoom on his face
Well,
and play it.
not necessarily the Vince McMahons of it all. And I love that about him. I love everything about him. And I'm so excited.
if it was going slow, let's see. I need some romantic music.
Yes, Warden. I think the Soskas have Corey Feldman situation there. They were the ones that didn't go right.
No, to do it my own way.
He's so fanboy. Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
I gotta go slower. It's gotta be slower.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Dirty Piss Sisters. Ooh. Hope my very black wife doesn't find out about this. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
I made the right choice. Yeah. Beautiful women.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I can't wait
Oh.
to. I can't wait to fuck both of you with my tiny little pee-pee.
My wife
my
will
tiny
totally
pee-pee.
forgive me.
I picture them in the Lucifer Valentine movie while I'm fucking them. Just peeing on each
maybe-
other, covered in blood. All right, that's enough. Because he wants to fuck them, Hal. He wants to fuck them right in their vaginas.
Yeah,
Satanic vaginas.
Go back. There's
So,
plenty
guys,
of evidence that he wants them bad.
Oh yeah,
Definitely, for
we've
sure.
been on this.
They're not even that good looking.
No.
Nah.
All right, so here's I think this is the Mauler portion. Oh wait, I don't know.
Like in a hypothetical chamber.
Also, it's about 10:06, and I should be getting to bed pretty soon.
All right,
So,
buddy. Thanks for hanging out.
yeah. Thanks for having me on the show tonight. I might show up. Oh wait, no, I have a movie night planned in my server. So, yeah, I'll probably Monday or next Friday or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Careful with
buddy.
those servers, buddy.
Yeah.
You know what happens.
You're gonna end up
there.
doing LollyCon.
course,
We
man.
don't want that.
Duh. Obviously, it's my server. It's my community. I don't want that shit there. I vet motherfuckers before they even join. It's like, yeah, you better not be bringing that shit here. Fuck out of here.
Hell yeah.
Well,
man.
thanks
Hope
for
you have a
joining
good
One Man
time
Army.
Watching Sonic the movie.
No. Hey, listen, those movies actually are pretty good.
I only saw the first one.
We're gonna, but yeah, me and a couple of buddies, we're gonna be watching Pain and Gain with Mark Wahlberg, The Rock, and Anthony Mackie. That movie's a classic. That is Florida Man history right there.
One of the classics.
I have never
It
been
really
able
is.
to finish that movie.
Dude, you have to. You have
I've
to
never
fucking
seen it.
watch that movie.
The Rock and Mark Wahlberg were just bothering me so much that I kept shutting off halfway through.
And then they meet Optimus Prime.
And then they meet Optimus Prime. No, they rob a fucking half Jewish, half Colombian guy for his money and just fuck bitches, get money, and do coke. And then they run out of money, and then they rob another guy, and they absolutely botch it because they were supposed to extort him for signing all his assets to
So
their
like,
group. Yeah.
So like most criminal
Yeah.
shit.
And basically, they
That's
fucked
cool.
up by killing the second guy and his wife. by
Whoa! Don't spoil it. I haven't
Yeah.
seen it.
Yeah, come on.
It's based on a true story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did hear that.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging out, One Man Army. You have a good night, buddy.
Yep.
Of course,
Yeah.
we'll do.
All right, everybody. Give it up for One Man Army. There he goes.
Very good.
All right, let's get back to this. We got to finish this.
Bringing in this bike, as you call, that is the apex. That is the
So, heel versus babyface. His story is that Ingrid Valdez, Alpha Core girl, his big contribution to the story is he gave her a motorcycle.
Oh.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. That's
pretty intense.
Oh yeah.
that is some new tech for Ingrid, so she doesn't have to get chauffeured around the place anymore, and this allows her to be far more functional on the ground level. But as regards to the other characters,
Oh wait,
they're
that
on the
is a good
cover.
point. It's Braxwell and Solari can fly, but she
Yeah.
can't fly, so they would have to carry her. And heel versus Babyface went. Heel versus Babyface went. She should have a fucking motorcycle.
Yeah.
And he,
I mean, he's got a point, but it's
Yeah.
insane that he had to make the point. You know what I mean? Like, also, it's a motorcycle. The other two people can fly, so they can move like 10 times as fast as you can. So,
Well, I mean, she's going to be dead weight no matter what.
her motorcycle should
But that's
fly.
that's a great idea, straight out of Tom Classics.
Agreed.
But I think we just gotta let them find out.
I'm game with that.
What's going on with those guys and gals?
wait.
There's a
So it's like, yeah, I had to give her a motorcycle because you made her. All the other
Useless.
characters have to babysit her.
She's a-
Yeah.
And
she's a
Eric's like,
crippled hero.
I'm game with that, homie.
It
Hell
was
yeah,
like,
dog.
I bet Eric was like, huh. No, that's cool. That's, you try to play it off like, yeah, that's fine, I guess. Real Tom Classics over here.
another story to be
July
told
had
about
to
those maybe
shoot
one
a
day.
message to his drawing guy. He's like, "So, do you have 3D models of motorcycles?"
Why, yes, I do.
You can do it.
All right, let's get to the Mauler bit.
Because, oh man, the artwork on this story is insane. But you came up with a very unique story in that of itself.
It's not unique. It's literally a what do you know, stereotype. It's almost a
It seems
a
like it's
cliche.
Classics.
It seems like it's like the Thing, but Indiana Jones.
It's literally one of the oldest genres in television or in movies. Back before there was television, you had things called serials. So when you'd go to see a movie, the movie usually would be about an hour and 10 to 15 minutes long. You would have about 15 to 20 minutes of newsreels, a couple of cartoons, and then you'd have like a 25-minute long serial. And basically they wanted you to hang out there for like 3 or 4 hours. So like you'd go there and you'd have like basically a big TV experience.
Yeah, the cinema sounded kind of lit back then.
Indiana
So, I think
Jones.
look. I think he's just doing the story of the movie Congo for a new generation. That was a that was a classic.
That would be awesome.
One of the first serial types was like you had like the Superman serials. You had adventure serials, which were exactly this, which is what Indiana Jones was ripped off of. Star Wars was kind of doing the same thing but recontextualizing it for like a space adventure. Like they had some space adventures, but nothing quite like Star Wars. So like George Lucas made his entire empire off of ripping off serials.
And wasn't H.P. Lovecraft like the 20s though? Or was he around later?
He didn't really have anything to do with like movies or anything like that. He
Yeah, but a lot of his work was used as material for that kind of stuff,
it
like
was
the
kinda considered
adventures.
a little
and,
dark. They might have
Well, him
might
and
have done,
that,
like-
the writers of the time.
yeah.
So,
Like,
we have a topic here. Can you please keep to the
Thank
main
you,
topic,
Kyle.
please?
Thank you.
And I love how it turned out. We got Will Conrad, the great Will Conrad, available on this, and really adventurous story. But man, the ending again, we can't spoil it obviously, but the way that this thing is like crazy. Let's talk a little bit about
All of them die. They all die from an elder thing. I'm sure it kills them in some sort of crazy way.
Wow.
Right?
Does that mean end of the start of the no more comic books? That'd be dope.
That would be great
crazy.
if like Mahler just ended the world in his story.
he secretly hates it all.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, like I'm
All
gonna
right.
fucking kill all of them.
It's
He's
like
just Could I have just one more page? And could I finish the rest of the book? Oh, by the way, I'm gonna have to release mine a little later than everyone else's.
Yeah.
It's just like it's 14 pages of this fucking temple, Indiana Jones Tomb Raider bullshit with the Eldritch God, and then at the very end, as the Eldritch God's killed everyone, it pans out and looks at the sky, and there's just a giant meteor the size of Texas.
No. It's no. I get it because it's an Eldritch.
And then we see
it's an
Isom
Eldritch-
turn to a skeleton.
Too, because it's an Eldritch God. He's like, oh, I'm gonna kill you in a way that you can never be revived. You can never be in a multiverse. You can never come back again. Time travel thing. This is like a total Eldritch death. Like no comeback ever. No way.
Bone God, when we pitched you
It's a
this
terrible
idea
title,
of doing
Bone
a
God.
story,
That sounds kind of gay. It sounds like Bone God would go to Guy Safari on Tuesdays for the margaritas.
as part of this anthology, what made you go this route? Was the story that you had kicking around in your
They
head?
needed to not go with the first thing that
did you
came to mind.
conceptualize, Bone God?
It was, oh man, such a broad start in terms of like, what kind of story do? You just pick a genre sort of thing, or pick just a stereotype or an archetype, and then be like, well, how can I play with it? And I just felt like, I don't know, this seems really far away from what the typical adventures that have been seen so far in the universe. Like we haven't yet done a good old fashioned exploration of somewhere we probably shouldn't go as humans. And Saints.
They literally go to a hell cave. And I feel like that could describe that.
It's not hell.
But there's no Eldritch God in this hell cave.
Yeah.
So it doesn't qualify.
Sinners is like a perfect opportunity to sort of explore that aspect of humanity, where we engage maybe a little too much in curiosity, go a little too far, and find parts of the universe that we were never meant to. So there's a sense of an aura about my background in terms of the character that is seen, and let's just say if you think there's things that may connect to my name or my brand, you might spot some things in this story that kind of match it. I would hope, obviously, that anyone who's expecting specific things from having engaged with my content online, this is the kind of story you might very well expect me to make. The one thing that everyone's going to be incredibly disappointed in is it is not a billion-page comic. It is it is limited. It does come down.
The long man's gone.
Yeah.
God,
Kyle,
so fake.
His moniker is the Long Man because he makes these like 5-6 hour long, like over analyzations. Yeah, well, not EFAP. I'm talking about his actual videos, not his streams. His actual videos.
Even of those like a short dissertation about Skyrim, and it's like a 6-hour long video about the video.
But he'll do 5 parts.
Oh, 5 hours each.
He's been working on a video series about The Force Awakens, and I think it's 5 videos in, and it's at like almost like 20 hours.
How can you talk so much about something?
Yeah, how can you milk that much out of something that The Force Awakens, when did that come out? Like fucking
almost 10 years ago now.
Almost 10 years ago. The Star Wars is dead. You've been talking about how it's been dead for years.
Yeah, it's stupid.
That's why they call him the Long Man.
Star doesn't make...
Now you're just yelling at the dead, beaten horse.
Yes.
Sure.
Wow. Had to be made. But one thing I did want to make clear with everyone is like I'd prefer not to take one of your characters right now until I figure out what the hell I'm doing.
Oh,
So
too. Did you saw that? Hills is he's drinking a blood red drink to, wink to the sauce, because it's like I love red chunky drinks.
He's trying to send subliminal messages to him, be like,
yeah, it's like I'll drink your shit, your period.
So gross.
I'll go with a bunch of people that I can easily ruin slash, but walk into places that maybe you guys would be 50-50 on letting one of your more beloved characters walk into. Now, that's not to say that they're not all safe. Look at them. They got their gear. They're ready for anything. They've done this before. They know what's going to happen. It'll be fine. So, lots of elements here where I just wanted to explore a little bit the sins of maybe some pride, maybe some hubris, maybe some mistakes getting made based on an assumption that you shouldn't have made. But yeah, I'm quite excited to see what people think, and it was a pleasure to work on with you guys.
Yeah, man, this is such a good story, and Will's artwork on it. Obviously, you've seen a lot of it, Mauler, because the sisters have been really good with making sure that we're seeing out your vision on it. But man, his artwork is absolutely nuts on this this book and Bone God. And like I said,
I mean, also the artwork doesn't look terrible. Like but
no, they
have some good artists.
Mm-hmm. So,
but it's the ego that they want. They think that they can be the writers. They don't need to hire a writer. I'm a fan.
They have an
write a bunch.
actual
I can just
writer
do it.
on staff this time. A legit writer with
but is he
novels.
writing? No, it's all these fucking dumbass YouTubers who are writing the shit.
That cover that you're probably very, very familiar in a way by talking about one of these mysterious characters that are part of it. But how did you come up with this general concept?
Now we're on to Drinker. This is Drinker's story, the assassination attempt.
Concept.
Well, I mean, first of all, it was great fun to be able to, to play in this new universe that you guys have created. And
earlier in the show or in the stream, he said, "Play in your sandbox," and I swear to God, he's been waiting 5 years to say that to somebody. It's an honor to play in your sandbox.
He had that one on deck.
No.
It's very smart. I thought of that myself.
Stevie J says there's less chatters now because of the channel. I know, Stevie J. That's why you gotta share the link out for the channel as many times as you possibly can.
Come on, Stevie
We
J.
need
It's
your
up to
help,
you.
folks. Help us get back to our former channel glory. There's gonna be a lot of clips coming out soon. At some point, we're gonna probably be like one a day for a little while. So please watch those clips and help us get our watch time back up. And go tell all your friends, subscribe to the channel, so we can get our subscribers back up. Thank you.
Yeah, just do one thing.
Do 9
Just
things.
do one thing. None. You don't want to overwhelm them.
Do 25 things.
2 things.
to be writing in the comic book space is obviously not something that I've had a huge amount of experience with. I've been more focused as an author, like a novel writer.
Right.
And so you have to very much adjust your style to a much more concise style of storytelling and make it very visual oriented for obvious reasons. So that is like just a great exercise for me to like experiment in a different medium. And then when it came to like the story ideas, there were 2 things I really wanted to do with this that I was very interested in a world where, essentially gods walk amongst us. This is a world where you've got superpowered beings that now exist within our world. How are people going to cope with that? How are people going to relate to that and deal with it? And where does the power structure lie? What do people want to do to try and redress that? And so part of this story is, the best way to do it is pick the biggest dog in the yard and kick them. And so that's what you get here. Bringing in a character.
I hate Eric's chuckling.
I hate Will's explaining of a story. We're gonna pick the biggest dog in the yard. We're gonna pick her. Oh, it's gonna be an assassination attempt. Like, this is so, like, every story, like, premise they've given me, every single one boring. Assassination attempt. We've seen it a million times. Ancient temple where all the explorers die. Seen that a million times.
Yeah, I want to see that court drama though.
Wrestling. We just watch actual wrestling.
Yeah.
But you know what? You can't just watch on WWE.
What?
A legal drama.
Pretty unorthodox story. I know we've told some private investigators.
This is Eric July describing for us his story for the Saints and Sinners anthology. Enjoy.
stories as well, like kind of in the detective vein. But this is told from a very, legal perspective. I introduced this brand new character called Jackson Canehart that you guys are going to get very, 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 very familiar with. It goes
because all my next stories are going to be all about legal drama.
Till. I know. So I know. I had a.
Write what you know, Till.
I had some leaked scripts from the story. So the hero is gonna be in his like glass
Warehouse
walled HQ. Yeah,
warehouse
and then
HQ.
the villain's gonna show up and he's gonna place sigils on his outer window.
And then he's gonna have to get the Alpha Core to come in and to arrest this short caped troll figure. It'll probably literally be a troll person.
Yeah.
In the comic, like a literal troll person.
No, it'll be a hell monkey, but short and fat. With a tall beanie.
Right into the theme of saints and sinners. You can imagine that anybody trying to work within the legal system, especially legitimately, you're going to run into some crooks. Let's just say that, and he very much so does, and he has a lot of decisions to make.
I swear to
that's
God,
pretty much all that
if
I'm
I
gonna
see
get.
one mention of torturous interference in this book, I'm gonna lose it. I will probably lose my shit.
John, I can't fucking wait. There's gonna be a lawyer defending some poor guy that some superpowered menace has been disrupting his warehouse company.
Yeah.
Like, I guarantee you, it's gonna. If it's not gonna be on the nose, it's gonna be. It's still gonna be tones of, "This is what would have happened if we would have went to trial."
Big time.
Oh my god, it's gonna be hilarious to see Riley as a Rippaverse character.
Oh my God. I still don't know if they do it.
I mean, for a short story, why wouldn't he? Like, I have a feeling
because it's still giving in.
I feel like
it's saying his name.
No, not like making him exactly. It's gonna be like a facsimile.
Yeah, but we all know.
Yeah, we all know. I love that. Like, his next 4 stories are gonna just be about legal shit. He's gonna make it like a Daredevil character that's lawyer by day, crime fighter by night.
I saw him get sued for copyright infringement.
He's not blind. He's deaf.
Oh, my name is Monkey. I'm the new hero. No, I'm not. You know, awesome doesn't have to explain it bound.
Monkeys in hell.
No. Give you on the story because the way that it ends is pretty impactful. Let's say again to our story here with Saints and Sinners. But yes, for a pretty unorthodox story, I know we've told some private investigator stories as well, like kind of in a detective vein. But this is told from a very legal perspective. I introduced this brand new character called Jackson Canehart.
It's replaying now. Why would you do this? Why would you do this? Like, does he not conceive that this is just gonna get him made fun of more?
Yes.
Then why is he doing it?
Yes.
He's taking the power back. He's controlling the narrative.
He's not doing a great job.
He's retarded, Till. He's retarded.
Okay, fair enough.
That's an easy answer.
Fair enough. Yo, what up, Manny Muskets?
Yo, what's up?
Riley
Welcome
won't be
to
in
the
it at
new
all.
channel, Manny.
The villain will be the international. I completely didn't think about it. Manny Muskets might be right.
Yeah.
It could just be like a superhero doing a copyright lawsuit. Let's go to an organization. That would be hilarious if ISOM was getting sued. Like he makes the International School of Ministry an actual like character,
like an evil faction,
and they're like suing.
It's the International School. It's the International School of Villains.
I saw.
So fucking ridiculous.
Here, with Saints and Sinners, but yes, I thank you all. We're already over $10,000 in total sales. I think $11,000 in total sales as of me. Just
wow,
nice,
man.
So
you're rich.
They
He's
have
rich now.
The biggest movie reviewer on YouTube, Critical Drinker, has over 2 million subscribers. Mauler, that has probably between his multiple channels about 1 million. As that has, I don't know,
But that's the
100.
strategy. It's
Kyle,
get the people. It's sell
Kyle.
dog water to your fucking audience. Get the bigger numbers.
That's where it doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
What
but
do you mean?
this is inside baseball. Like,
Yeah, this is
people
Rippaverse.
who watch the
But they've all
live
announced
streams
these
on
things on
Rippaverse.
their channels.
They're banking. Yes, they're banking on eventually announcing on each of their channels, and their damn fans are gonna be like, "Smaller has a comic book, bro. Come
Yeah.
buy that."
But
And the
all these
critical drinker
guys,
people,
like
and all that.
Drinker pulls like 20,000 viewers live, and he couldn't get.
It's not about the live. It's about
It's not about the
video.
views, Kyle. It's not about
It's
the
about the
views.
pay pigs.
Until they're expecting 0.1 conversion rate. So let's say Critical Drinker has 2 million views. If he can sell 20,000 comics, that's good enough.
I
Understand?
guess.
They're just pulling their fans to milk. That's what
That's
they're
what
doing.
I'm saying, though. Like the milking doesn't seem to be working very well yet. I mean, the money seems to be rolling in, but it doesn't seem like where is all this money coming from? I don't see.
But
You would think if
I
people are
think
spending
a
that much
lot of
money,
it's-
more than 8.9 thousand people would have watched this stream.
No. It's like I said, this is inside baseball. They banking on the sales for when they do the thing. But anyway, what they're doing is short-sighted because Eric July ran out of like milking his audience. So then they're gonna milk their audience, Smaller and Hill and Critical and all of that. And then when their audience is like, this is dog shit, I don't want that, then I don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
I honestly think the Rippaverse will take down that whole side of you.
Dude, I that's the only
It's
reason
gonna
why
be
I kind
awesome.
of like cheered on a little bit sometimes. Like, come on, you're like
Yeah.
a net of catching shitbirds.
And it's because they all tied themselves to this one property they didn't look into.
Yeah.
And they doubled down on it. Now they're fucking stuck. And